Losing composure is this rapid reaction that hasn't been filtered through your rational brain. In fact, it's the brain's limbic system that makes your heart pound, you get all red in the face, your palms sweat, and you feel this flash of emotion, and then boom, it's off to the races. The limbic system is one of the most primitive areas of the brain, and it's designed to detect threats. So if the story in your head, and stories feel like reality, if the story in your head is that you are losing status compared to someone else, or that you have no idea what's expected of you, or something's unfair, your limbic system is going to pick up on that. And once your brain has detected a threat, and your amygdala, which is your emotional response center, once that's activated, then your prefrontal cortex, which is responsible for rational thinking, actually is impaired. This is called an amygdala attack. Lots of big words. It means essentially this: when you are freaking out, your brain turns off. You can't think. In this frame of mind, you are more likely to miss details, draw false conclusions, and make rash moves in an effort to regain control and remove the threat. I lived an example of this the other day. I showed up in an online conversation. I did not take the time to really understand what was going on, and I started throwing in my 2 cents. Before I knew it, I thought someone was attacking me and threatening me very intentionally. Now, I'm not going to go into the whole story, but suffice to say, this kind of experience can be pretty easy to stumble into these days. And when you act on how you feel, that can be detrimental to your relationships and your reputation. So let me ask you this. Have you ever written an email all angry and then just like saved it to your drafts folder, or let yourself sleep on it? That's what we all have to learn to do when we're in the midst of that storm happening in the brain. Do something else until the prefrontal cortex can come back online. Now, my experience last weekend, I did stop. I even went and took a shower. 20 minutes was not long enough for my brain to cool down. I kind of stayed in it for a while. So it was still the danger zone for me until like the next day. So you have to know yourself. You have to know what that time frame is for you. You may have to let it sit for a day. But if nothing else, take some slow, deep breaths. This can really effectively reduce the stress reactions. Just notice what is upsetting you. Ask yourself why you feel threatened, and put it in context so it doesn't seem overwhelming. Tell yourself that it's time to be constructive. Talk to your limbic system, talk it off the ledge so that you can get back into using your prefrontal cortex.